When you have visions of winning and you can see the light, you know there's dreams in the paper, right? We turning dreams into paper, right? Faith and dedication, manifestations in your life. You know there's dreams in the paper, right? We turning dreams into paper, right? There was times I couldn't see the light. Hard for me to sleep at night. Question my belief in Christ. Saying that I'm fasting, but really I ain't got an appetite. And when I do, I'm still not eating right. Smoking cigarettes, I wanna quit. I tried working on it 1,000 times. Broke my heart, I told my kids I'll stop. They said I lied. The bus was piling up outside. The stress was building up inside. My homie mind busy died, but peak my mind was we could pick it one more time. Thinking about my granny kinda bummed me out. Ever since my mama had a stroke, now she don't come around. Pull up on that Duro like a nigga got 100 down. Know you lost your mama and your son, your daughter needs you now. But I vow, every time I'm knocked down, nigga, I would dust myself off and hold my head proud, nigga. And I won't stress out, nigga. I'ma stand on 10 toes and stick my chest out, nigga. Look, when you have visions of winning and you can see the light, you know there's dreams in the paper, right? We turning dreams into paper, right? Faith and dedication, manifestations in your life. You know there's dreams in the paper, right? We turning dreams into paper, right?
Yo. What up with it? Tuned in to another episode of Koolin Wit Slimm, hosted by yours truly. Just vibing out a little bit, letting y'all get time to, roll your pressure. If you need to post something up, go ahead and do that. Do what you need to do to get comfortable and check out my podcast here today. Finna pop off in a few moments. The service music kindness. You listen to Dreams in the Paper by Slim Pimpin'. Look it up on YouTube.
When you have visions of winning and you can see the light, you know there's dreams in the paper, right? We turning dreams into paper, right? Faith and dedication, manifestations in your life. You know there's dreams in the paper, right? We turning dreams into paper, right? When you have visions of winning and you can see the light.
Alright. You tuned in with Koolin Wit Slimm, hosted by yours truly. I appreciate y'all tuning in today on August 23rd. Today we got a few things we're gonna be discussing today. First and foremost, with it being today would have been Kobe Bryant's 43rd birthday. I figured it's only right to start it off like that. Again, sending condolences out to his family and all the other fallen victims, his daughter as well, Gigi Bryant. Just pray that y'all, get your good rest, and we, hope y'all over here, watching over us, and your memory definitely lives on. And as you see, the world stops to pay tribute. So that's just what we want to do right now on Koolin Wit Slimm. Just want to pay some tribute to Kobe Bryant, one of my favorite players of all time. Moment of silence. Yeah. I actually got to see Kobe Bryant play in person. It was a day after my birthday. This was the Lakers played the Bobcats in Charlotte. So this was February 7th of probably like 2013. One of my best birthday gifts I experienced. So got to see Lakers play. That's that year they had like fucking Nash, and that's the year they had Dwight Howard and Metta World Peace. I think they had like Antoine Jameson or some shit. Yeah, they had Antoine Jameson was on there, and they had fucking nigga I couldn't stand Jody Meeks, man. His ass was on there. So, Kobe and them, they're having a rough year that year. And I just remember when we got in there, first person I seen was Metta World Peace, and I was just like, fuck, that's Ron Artest, that's Metta World Peace. The nigga uniform was like way too small for his body, but the motherfucker was just fucking ripped as a motherfucker. That nigga was big, and my seats was pretty good. Motherfucking seeing Steve Nash next, and he just, like a little corporate guy when I'm in a basketball uniform. You know what I mean? And he didn't even have a good game that game, which I was a little disappointed in that. But that was like at the end of his era and shit. So it was what it was. I remember seeing Dwight Howard, and I was Dwight Howard was a big letdown for me that year when he came to the Lakers. And what let me down the most was this motherfucker had on some Jordan. I forgot what number Jordans they were. I ain't the biggest sneakerhead, but they was the black and red ones. And I'm like, motherfucker, you got on Lakers outfit and you got on black and red Jordan. I'm pretty sure if y'all watch back the video, it's probably on YouTube, just like everything else. And nigga had a garbage ass game. I was cussing him out, man. I know you heard me, so. But shout out to Dwight Howard, Wayman. Anywho, man, yeah, that I got to watch that game, and man, that was a performance. I tell you, man, fucking Lakers was getting their head bust. Like they was losing at halftime already, and I went to the concession stand and shit. Went to go get me something to eat and shit. So I'm standing in the line and shit, and the line was so fucking long and everything. So I'm watching the game. It started at the halftime, third quarter started back up. I was still in the concession stand line watching the game. Lakers started getting their fucking ass whooped. And mine to say, Kobe ain't score the first or the second quarter. I came in there. I didn't catch tip off. No, I did. Yeah, we did catch tip off. Motherfucking Kobe ain't scored like the first two quarters, I want to say. This nigga, and like I say, goddamn, they was losing by halftime, and I'm in the concession stand watching the game, and them niggas started getting thrashed. Kimber started going crazy. The nigga Henderson started unorthodox ass, was like just making everything the motherfucker put up. So the motherfuckers was just murking, man. LA was down by like 20 something. Damn, they had like 20 or more. By the time I got back to my seat, like I'm like, God, leave, man. Just seeing them get crushed on the TV screen and come back in my seat. Them motherfuckers getting blown the fuck out. But third quarter started. Them niggas started picking back up. Kobe put up a few points, started getting them close. But man, when that fourth quarter came, man, when I tell you that nigga locked in and it wasn't shit, nobody could do about it. Like everybody knew Kobe was getting the ball. Everybody knew this man was finna touch the rock, and they fucking could not stop him. It's like you just felt all the. And mind you, we in Charlotte now, so when they was kicking the Lakers' ass, Charlotte was going crazy. It was loud as fuck in there. You know what I mean? And what was crazy is there was a lot of Lakers fans in that bitch too. Which I can understand. It's LA fans all around the world. You know what I mean? But damn, motherfucking Charlotte was in there going crazy, letting LA have it though. Like, you know what I mean? So it was good sportsmanship, and it was just the atmosphere was just fucking wild. This shit was going nuts. But anywho, like I say, you just felt all that shit just get sucked out. Kobe just fucking zoned in, Mamba mentality, and we was sitting right behind their bench. So I remember it was one play, this motherfucker, he came down and hit a little shot from the corner. Then they gave it to him. He spun on him, came, drove that bitch in, and did some other shit. And he just came back to the bench, and you just see him, shaking his little peanut ass head, just shaking that motherfucker. And just that nigga was locked in. When I tell you he was locked in, he was locked in, nigga. And I lost my voice that night. Like that shit was nuts, man. I was a believer then. Like, damn, he really does this shit, and it's like really nothing nobody can do about this shit. Shit was crazy. My nigga Kobe was hot grits, man. Nobody contained that man. Rest in peace, Kobe. We love you, we miss you. Shit, your legacy lives on. We're gonna take a little quick break. Y'all enjoy this camouflage at dawn.
Everybody know I represent. Put it down, take it baby style, making that money pile. Y'all ain't like me when I was broke. I know y'all broke. Anybody rip like me, spit like me, flip like me, drop them hot grip like me, just like me, just like me. Anybody gonna rip like me, spit like me, flip like me, drop them hot grip like me, just like me, just like me. Anybody gonna rip like me, spit like me, flip like me, drop them hot grip like me, just like me, just like me. Anybody gonna rip like me, spit like me, flip like me, drop them hot grip like me, just like me, just like me. On the hands on when people showed up, turn roll up and salute down with a cane and go up. These front rolled up, just the pros when they had around on this air, I showed up, bro, with the flow up, drop on lean. So when they come around, cops gon' see they pick that tickle like people say clean up around. I'll be money for what it look like. I'm that kid with a dope flow, raw, but get back. When I hit back, gonna have like a whole bunch of girls in the row, one stove trying to get that. And when I pull up to the bridge down, but the right side with the light on it, it's shine, gonna right on it. They want to be dirty, both maintain and keep your bouncing. From the front to the back, that's me and my name, bouncing. Now you wanna pop whenever they're gonna yell.
I know y'all remember that shit, man. This little nigga, boy. Shout out to the little nigga. Speaking of shout out to little niggas, and we talking about basketball and shit, you know, I represent Hinesville, Georgia, not too far from Savannah. That's home. So talking about basketball and we talking about the 912, it's only right for me to give a shout out to Davion Mitchell, man. You know, that's the hometown kid, man. Pretty sure if y'all don't know him, y'all definitely know him now. You got to. Just a quick story, you know, with his background. AAU champ at age 14. At 16, he brought Hinesville back the first state championship. I remember he got drafted to Auburn, probably like 18. I remember he was an SEC champ with them. I was a little mad because he didn't get that much playing time, but when he went to Baylor, as you see, that nigga turned all the way up, man. And I'm proud of him. He won the NCAA championship. Damn shit. Now you see him first round, ninth pick. First round, ninth pick. Sacramento Kings, man. And what happens next? The motherfuckers go to the goddamn Summer League championship and win that bitch, man. And he get co-MVP. Like, man, shout out to him, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. And, you know, I grew up with his family. I remember him when he was a young boy. You know, I was real close with his uncle, Dominique. Shout out to Dominique. You know, real close with his people. Like, really, really, really close. Stayed nights all the time. Stayed right down the street. You know, called each other cousins. You know what I mean? Shout out to his people. His mama, Keisha. Shout out to, like I said, his uncles, Dominique, Deron, Derek, Chip, Brenda. Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to y'all if y'all listening in. Motherfucker, all them boys was nice in basketball. Derek was an older brother. That motherfucker had the best handles I've ever seen. Like, and he was bigger, you know, he's heavy set. But his fucking handles, like, you wasn't gonna rip him. And he could pass, and he was just strong with the ball. You wasn't doing shit with him as far as, like, you was going. Usually, when Derek came to hoop, man, shit was serious. I was a little nigga trying to keep up with you know, like I said, me and Davion, Uncle Dominique, we was the same age, but, you know, shit, all them niggas was cold in basketball, so you had to try to keep up, man. And shit, Mitchell was cold. Like I said, his brother, man, when his brother came out there and hoop, it was on some different type of time. And, you know, the older cats used to be out there, so shit. When I talk about, like, a basketball background, like I said, growing up in Hinesville, you know, you got Riceboro, Midway right down the street. Man, like, the competition is just crazy out there. And niggas would never expect it, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm pretty sure some doors are going to open and it's going to be a lot of light shine on the city. So, again, shout out to Day. I'm fucking proud of you. Keep doing your thing. We tuned in. Shit, the whole city behind you. I'm out here in Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm putting niggas on like they don't know. Anywho, we finna go to a real live commercial break, though. I'm going to just, you know, stop it right here, and we'll pick up where I left off in just a few. Y'all get y'all mind right, take a bathroom break, get you something to drink, and we'll be back with it. Koolin Wit Slimm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You back with Koolin Wit Slimm, hosted by yours truly. We were just sitting out here paying respect to Kobe Bryant on his birthday. And yeah, I was just catching y'all up to speed with, talking about Davion Mitchell from Hinesville, Georgia. First round draft pick by the Kings. Yeah, we were just discussing that shit. I just thought about something else. So I remember after I graduated, I went to I moved from Hinesville my ninth grade year and went to Kentucky. And after I graduated, man, I was so ready to come home, man. And my people wasn't ready yet. I actually went and stayed with the Mitchells I stayed with them for like 3 months. And, you know, the funny story is I had just thought about breaking shit. I used to see Davion all the time. And that's when he was little. And it was so crazy is as a little one, he looked the same as he do now. He just a grown man with his same face that he was. Like he had the little same hairstyle, like little braids and shit. I don't know if my mom ever did his hair, but my mama used to do his uncle hair all the time. Like I said, that was our people, man. So I was staying over there at one point, and I went and linked up with an old homie. Shout out to my boy Antonio. I don't know where the fuck that boy at. That was a wild boy right there. He stone cold stunned this little boy one day at the Mitchell's house. Man, he stone cold stunned this little boy. Antonio stone cold. Man, oh my God, boy. I'm gonna have to call, like I said, coming up, I'm gonna start getting motherfuckers on the line and shit and, verifying this information. Like, he literally, like, almost paralyzed the boy. He stone cold stunned him on the trampoline. After he speared his little sister, off a cookie bet. Hyped up on some cookies, man, back in the day, boy. Good ass story, man. I said, Tony, I bet you a cookie you want Goldberg, old girl. He ran up there, Goldberg. And Antonio was a big ass Stone Cold fan, man. And he fucking Goldberg's the girl. And, wrestling period, man. Who wasn't, man? Like, that was my first dream. I wanted to be a wrestler. I wanted to be in WWF, WCW type shit. Well, anywho, Antonio was on that shit too, man. Heavy though, like real heavy, nigga. That used to be the crib. We used to go kick it at, play SmackDown, and hit the block and motherfucking, do what we did at that young age. You know what I'm saying? Good old days. But this nigga Goldberg's the girl. Boom. Gets off the trampoline and is like, suck it. Like, hit the DX shit. I remember that shit? Suck it. Hit the X between your crotch and shit. Suck it. And the little boy tells the sister, oh, that's all right. You don't have nothing to suck. And y'all remember when Stone Cold used to get upset or some shit used to pop off? I used to turn his head and that motherfucker look, or maybe The Rock used to do that shit. One of them niggas, that nigga turned his head. This motherfucker slides in the ring just like Stone Cold. He slides in the ring just like Stone Cold, man. Kicks the little boy in the stomach. And you know how when you on trampolines, you can bounce motherfuckers. So you know what I'm saying? If you standing close to somebody and you like bounce real hard, you bounce their ass in the air too, especially if they smaller than you. They go flying. So man, after he kicked the little boy in the stomach, he bounced the little boy, so they both in the air. And Antonio going to stun this motherfucker, but he done bounced the little boy so damn high that the little boy is like in the air, but he's like spinning. His body's spinning. And Antonio's still going for the stunner in the air. It's like slow-mo, man. So Antonio finally, he got a hold of him, but the little boy, when you doing the stunner, your back is to their chest. Man, this little boy's body was twisted all the way around. Antonio had his head, comes down, boom, stuns the little boy, man. Stuns the shit out of him on the trampoline. The little boy just hollering, runs off and stops and collapses and then gets up and does the shit again, talking about he can't feel his back. Like, oh my God, man, that's another story we just had to talk about later. The only reason why I was bringing that bitch up was shit. Just I had linked back up with him when I moved out there and when I was staying with the Mitchells for about 3 months and shit. Motherfucking Tonio, we linked up, man. We smoked that real dro that we used to call that shit drosia. Like, if anybody could find that shit for me, please hit me up, man. Hit my inbox, hit my email. It's real dro. Like, the shit used to be pale and, in the little balls. Like, shout out to my nigga T Banger. Motherfucking man, my nigga Stu. Rest in peace, my nigga DeTero. Like, it was only a few niggas that I really knew when I touched back down to the city that was having that shit. Tonio had the shit. Shout out to him. There's probably more niggas that had it, but back then I ain't fuck with everybody like that, and I kept my circle small and shit. But yeah, me and Tonio had blew some good dro, man. Motherfucking, I went back to the Mitchell's crib and shit, and it was just me. Shit, I want to say Miss Brenda was there and Davion was there. I know, his uncle was at work and shit. Anyway, we was just there. It was me, Dave. We was all just kicking it and shit. And I lost $5, and he was the only one around. And I'm like, man, where my $5 going? And he was just, they was a good kid, but I ain't had nobody. I was so dumb high. Somebody had to take the rap for me missing $5. Like, I needed that. So I was like, man, I think this little homie stole my $5, man. But I can't ask. I can't, like, he was like, probably like 2 or something. Like, I think he was just walking and shit. So I'm like, man, I tried to tell Mitchell, Dominique, was like, man, hey, you seen $5 laying around here? That Davion might got a hold of $5. No, ain't nobody know shit about the $5. I'm like, man, where my $5 at, man? So, I was on some high clucking shit and motherfucking raided the refrigerator and found his chicken that he had. So I ate his chicken. I ate your chicken, man. I apologize, man. That's just a story I had to tell viewers out there. It's a funny ass story. There's probably more to it, but anywho, I feel like I'm over talking. So we're gonna take another break real quick, man. Pay some bills, as they say. And motherfucking, I got just some new updates and information to tell you about and shit. So I hope y'all still tuned in. Koolin Wit Slimm. We just chopping shit up, kicking shit. That's all. Y'all hear that flaws in the background. Y'all don't remember that shit, man. Let me turn that up for you. In the champagne room, wide open, showing up, making money, pimping bottles for them dollars and some money, sucking dicks, flipping tricks, getting legs coming up. All my professional hoes, was he eat a titty liquor, you be pimping them hoes in the champagne Let me get some inside. Girl, get these, spread that ass, touch your toes, see that pearl, girl? Yeah, like that. That's the extra. Put your lips on it. That's the extra 150, nigga. She's a pro. What? Professional. Look at her. She's a pro. What? Ain't met a bitch that better. She's a pro. What? RP Camouflage, man, too. Every day. I'll be honest, man. I don't like, death is something that I feel is a topic people are scared to talk about, but yeah, we kind of gravitate towards it. Like they say, they don't love you till you're gone, and when people pass away, even these celebrities and people that you look at as iconic, when they pass away, is I know a lot of us kind of gravitate to wanting to know exactly what the fuck happened, like, and why, and things like that. And like I say, a lot of us even mourn over people. I ain't gonna lie, like, speaking of Kobe and shit, I say as an adult, like between Kobe and Nipsey Hussle dying death, like those shits hit me hard as an adult. Uh, Probably since like Tupac and when Tupac passed, I was a little nigga, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of shit that I didn't understand, you know. Uh, but I'm one of those people that thought Pac was alive for a long time, and then I finally started thinking that he was gone, and then the shit come by, I learn some new shit, and be like, hold on, or I'll hear some new shit and be like, man, you know what? So that's up in the air, but like, yeah, Nip and Kobe, man, make it so bad. My little brother called me on both of their deaths. I remember with Kobe, nigga, I was just finna go to the gym and shoot some ball, man. I was just pulling up at the court. I hadn't even got out yet. Matter of fact, I probably was waiting on them boys, like him and his little crew and shit. And that nigga called me and was like, man, I think this was before let me see, cause Kobe passed after Nip. So yeah, he had already called with Nip. I was watching the fucking March Madness. You know, I'm a Michigan State fan with the college hoops. I fuck with them a lot, but shit. You know, I was a Baylor fan last year. Shout out to the boy Dave. But motherfucking he called me with Nip and shit, and I couldn't believe that shit. Like, and then the same shit with Kobe. He called me. I was just finna go hoop. And nigga talking about that shit, and I was just like, damn, nigga, like just being like hella depressed about shit after they passed. You know, as being a black man in his 30s with family and shit, like it hit me hard in a different way, like, you know, knowing the people they left behind and, you know, their children, and like that shit was kind of hard to press on. And like I said, you're looking at two individuals where we live in a time, you know, not even live in a time, that's always been the statistic, like, you know, in the black community, in the hood, wherever, you know what I mean, you're either gonna rap or hoop, you know what I mean, to find success, or you're gonna fall victim to the streets and be, you know, a criminal or whatever you want to label, a thug nigga, whatever it is. And you know, you look at Kobe and Nip and shit, you got a rapper and you got a basketball player, like two individuals who like really was pioneering for fucking our culture and definitely putting on for LA. Like, you know, I'm from Georgia, like I'm seeing this, I'm like, the impact they had out west was just crazy. But you know, you got two individuals like this. One, you know, with Kobe, just, you know, I don't know the whole story, but basically, you know, just him passing away from doing what he was going, you know, what he had a passion for. They was going to a fucking basketball game. You know what I mean? Damn the events and everything that happened around it. I'm not gonna say damn them like they don't matter, but it's nothing that you can control. It's nothing that you can do to change it. So you know, that's what I mean when I say damn it. But motherfucking, he was going to go do what he loved to do. Like, he retired from the game, and he, you know, he found his passion in, you know, coaching his daughter's team and a bunch of other, you know, young girls. And shit, that motherfucker was just doing it, bro. And then same thing with Nip. Like, you know, Nip was an artist. He was you know, looked at, it's iconic. And the shit, how he got his shit stole, man, that shit was pretty devastating, man. And just seeing the effect that it leaves on people, like, you know, my whole thing with people that do some of the dirt that they do and like live reckless, you know, if nobody cared about you, you know, it'd be a different story. But when you got people that really care about you, you don't know how bad you leaving or something happening to you, like it affects everybody. So sometimes I feel like, you know, not in their situation, but you know, it just gave me an eye opener not to live so selfishly and take things for granted and just, you know, enjoy my time here and just, again, just try to reach my goals, go to that next step. And like I said, Kobe retired, but he couldn't leave the game alone. And, you know, that shit's in him. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of dedicated the same way. So that's just what it is. But anywho, y'all be easy, sit tight. I'm gonna really do another commercial break and shit. Get some shit organized, get some shit in line. And I just got some updates for y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. So I appreciate y'all Koolin Wit Slimm. We finna wrap the show up in just a few minutes. All right. Back with Koolin Wit Slimm. I just came to conclude the show. I'm gonna just give y'all a few updates and let y'all get up out of here, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all night, day, wherever you at. You know what I mean? Again, stay protected. Do what you can do. Just stay out the way, man. That's really the best thing to do. But anywho, got a few updates for y'all. Shit, always important. Keep y'all updated on the show. I know my Anchor website is anchor.fm/Koolin Wit Slimm. And that's, you look it up. Find me on Spotify. You could, do all that good shit, man. Y'all know what to do. I ain't got to break it down for you. If I do, then I do that next episode or something. I'm just trying to conclude this up so I got shit I got to do too as well. I can't sit here and talk to y'all and ramble all day because after a while, motherfucker get tired of talking. But I don't never get tired of talking to y'all. I love y'all. Fuck with me, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback. Like I say, man, if y'all want a shout out, hit me up. I got a lot of feedback from people, but again, I don't know if y'all want me to shout you out or not. Let me know, verbatim, like, yeah, Slim, please shout me out on your show, and I'll do that because some people don't want to be seen. Some people like to be low key. I had to cuss my pops out the other day in the store. This nigga calls me by my government name. I'm like, nigga, we in public. Don't call me by my name in the store. And niggas in there laughing and shit. He laughing too. I got the straight face on. But it's all love. I wasn't pissed off in that, but I was serious, But anywho, man, I just got some updates for y'all. I am going to start having guests. I've been talking to a few artists in the area, so I'm going to definitely have some music artists in the on the show coming up. I'm also have some poets. I got some ladies like to share advice as far as, how men should treat women, even sexual advice. So I thought that'd be pretty dope to put on the show. I got some poets also that's going to be on the show and some singers. And just still reaching out to people. And like I say, if y'all got any ideas or y'all want to be a part of the show, I'll be giving some information here shortly. Just give me some time. Like I said, good things take time. And I'm going to be having all that, like I said, I just wanted to start the process really. And we can go, all it takes is for motherfuckers to show up really. But we're going to make sure it's organized and everything. So yeah, just be on the lookout for new episodes. I don't really have a schedule yet, so you can definitely follow Facebook.com/Hook City Slim, and you can always just keep an update. Get notifications turned on with Spotify. Follow the page. follow the Anchor page, subscribe. Like I said, soon I'm gonna have YouTube videos dropping as well, so y'all can have some video for when we start doing these interviews, so y'all can see some real live interaction and type shit like that. Motherfucking, I had another update for you. Let me see. What I just say? Goddamn, motherfucking. Yeah. So new people on the show. Cool. Oh yeah, and just be on the lookout, man. Like I said, I got that new mixtape coming out. Attack on Instrumentals is dropping September 12th. 912 on you, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And I got the pre-order. You'll be able to pre-order that shit on September 3rd. So I'm gonna keep y'all up to date with all of that. I'm gonna have physical copies as well. So I want to run that shit up. I think y'all gonna fuck with it. Jacking for beats. I'm killing nigga shit. I got some dope songs on there. You know what I mean? I got songs about my kids, songs about past issues and relationships. I got a Kobe Bryant song on there. Shout out to Kobe Bryant, a little dedication track. You feel me? So, and I got some new shit on the way too that I've been cooking up. So, I look forward to sharing some new music with y'all. I look forward to these new podcasts, new content, videos, just interacting with other artists from different areas. Like I said, that's the other thing. I'm gonna have a toll-free number to Koolin Wit Slimm. So you'll be able to call me up. Once I start having sessions like that, I have motherfuckers call up if you want to have question time. Shit, call in, request songs. We're going to have different vibes like this motherfucker. So it's going to be very enjoyable. I think y'all really going to like it. Like I said, I'm not going to try to keep it too long. This one probably a little longer than what I wanted it to be, but it's just a lot of information I just wanted to make sure I give y'all. And, that was one thing I said. I did get the feedback, make it a little longer. And, like I said, that was just a pilot episode. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, I really appreciate that feedback. And I need all of it I can, positive and negative, just so I can know how to make the show more pleasurable for you all. For you motherfuckers. But I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all locking in with me today. Like I say, it's August 23rd. And we just going to be kicking it. I hope y'all enjoy y'all day. Have a good day at work. Come home. Lounge. Do what you need to do to find your peace and comfort. Your house is your palace, is your kingdom. It should be stress-free. You should be able to go there and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Change your mindset. Love yours. I ain't going to get to preaching because I'm out this motherfucker. I hope y'all enjoy y'all life. 100.
Chop a bullet burn, it's over with if that bitch get in your head like a bird. Ain't no joking, I ain't laughing. Can you see my fucking teeth, nigga? This shit is looking for the streets, nigga. This is for my killers, gorillas, and all killers, for thrillers and cat killers, for killer my nigga. This is for my no probation, incarcerated probation, some nigga for faking my nigga. This is for my killers, gorillas, and all killers, for